Well, the first thing I was going to cover was, you know the way when you download an app from Google Play Store or the Apple, there's a logo inside the little button of the app. Every app has got its own logo. When you're using App Inventor, if you want to put the logo for your association on the actual app, the way to do it is go to screen 1, and if you, on the right hand side here, you will see icon, and you select the logo you want. So for example, if you decided that you wanted to draw your own logo, you would save it as a file and you would load it in here for icon. I put Skullwara picture in there, and when you download the app onto your phone, you will see the little square with that picture inside it. If you don't put anything in there, it just gives you a standard MIT App Inventor logo. So it's useful to have your own logo. So that was the first thing. The second thing was, you know the way when you move your phone from portrait to landscape, it actually moves with you. For example, if you open up a calculator on your phone and you tilt it one way, you get the normal calculator, and if you tilt it another way, you get scientific calculator. This is portrait to landscape. You can, over here, I don't know if you can see screen orientation. You can decide, do you want it to work with the sensor inside and move accordingly? Or do you want your app always to be looking portrait, i.e. the app won't change as you tilt your phone, or landscape? So it's entirely up to you. And what I found was that sometimes when you have an app like this here, if you tilt it, these pictures can become very squashed. So if you just wanted to keep it portrait, select that one there. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Now the next thing was, I'll just open up this app here.
Sorry, Martin, I'm just wondering if people have any questions over the last couple of weeks, if they've been working on it, or are people happy enough with what you're doing so far?
Yeah, I'm happy enough with what I was doing, so.
Great. Anyone else have questions for Martin at this point before he goes to the next steps?
No.
Okay. Now, if you want to, if you would like a nice background on your app, what you can do is when you open up main screen, and it's normally blank at the start, you can go over here to background image. Now I selected some backgrounds from the internet. One was this one on feathers. You can see here that it appears. Then you can drag your buttons and your images and all of that on top. So if anybody wants a nice background, they could go to unsplash.com, get a picture that they like, or maybe they want a picture of their local area, whatever, and you can put it in the background. There's also this free software called PicMonkey, where you can take your photograph in and you can change the exposure to make it less bright, so it doesn't look too loud in your background. So PicMonkey is a good one for taking, if you have a photograph of something and you want to change it, this will allow you to do it for free. Okay, I was looking at, I Googled, I can't remember, there's the Unsplash, you can check for various backgrounds and get them for free. What I would suggest is if you're going to take anything off the internet, you better make sure that there's no copyright, and Unsplash is fine. You can use that freely, but I don't think you can just take pictures from anywhere. So just be aware of that. By the next thing is when you download or say you have your app finished and you have installed it on your phone and you're happy enough with it, I suggest you maybe just install it on a couple of other Android devices, borrow somebody's Android tablet just to see if it looks the same. It should do, but just so test it on a couple of Android devices if you can. And when you're happy with it, you can then publish your app to the Google Play Store. So I would put it on a few different people's Android devices first of all and check to see if it looks good. But when you have that done, you can Google publishing apps to Google Play, and this page comes up. And basically all you have to do is, last week, do you remember we went build, provide QR code for .apk, and it downloaded onto our machine. You repeat that, and then you go to the Google Play Publishing Home and follow the steps there to publish your app to Google Play. It's as simple as that. Now there is a fee. I think it's €20, but I'm not quite sure at the moment. But I would only do that after rigorous testing of your device, of your app. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I want to show you now how you can do this with Apple. And it's basically what happened is there was researchers in MIT who came up with MIT App Inventor, and they then decided to turn it into a business. So MIT App Inventor is completely free. The guys that set it up then went out on their own. This belongs to MIT, by the way. The guys then went out on their own and set up their own system for doing it. And it's called Cobble. Can you see my screen okay? Yeah. This is the Cobble software. Now, you might see at the top there it says your pro membership is valid until the 12th of July. What I did was you can pay a €20 a month fee to use this software, or you can do it for free. I found no difference except we give you more memory storage and stuff, but I wouldn't suggest paying the fee unless you were going to go into this in a professional way. Because I played around with it for ages, with the free version. I upgraded to the Pro for 1 month, and it was of no real benefit to me. So just, you don't have to do that. Now, if you look here, the system is it looks a bit different, but you can, I'll just see if I've got, bear with me 1 sec, sorry, I'm just going to, I'll start from scratch here. So this is basically the same as your MIT App Inventor. There's this add components here. You can search for what you want. So for example, if you want a button, you select it and you can drag your button over. But let's go back to the basic app. Say you want a nice background on it. I'll just go background picture. I have a couple there, and the picture appears on the device. Then I could grab a button and drag it in, and it appears. Now, I can go and do to live test, and if you, oh, excuse me, sorry. So let's look at the button here. If I wanted to change the text on the button, I would just click on the little pencil there and call it TS, say test. I'm just going to turn on my audio or my video for a second here so that you can see, you will hopefully see, this is the small iPhone 6. And can you see it on your screen at the moment?
It's a bit of a glare, but
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
yeah, that's better. Yeah.
So basically, as you add in your components here, you have now got this working for iPhone. And if you look at the blocks here, there's, when I go back here, I've got a button. Do you remember we did text to speech?
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
You have to spell it properly. Text to speech, and if I drag that over, and if I go to blocks, this is where you'll see this is more or less the same thing. You go to the test, the button, you drag it out, text to speech, and when you've that set up, you can play with your app as you move along. Now, the environment's a bit different, but the thing about this is when you go through this, and if you create the same app, you go up here to download, okay, and it'll ask you, do you want to download it for an iOS or for Apple, or if you want to download it for Android? And I'll just try this here. I'll just go download iOS, and in here, you type the email where you want your app sent to. So I'll just put in my college one. And if I go send, it comes up here, your app is in the queue, you will receive it shortly. And I found that it takes about an hour during the day to get it. When I went pro, it took about half an hour, and that was the only difference I could see. So if you go down this way here, the first thing you have to do is download the app called Thunkable Live onto your phone, whether it's an iPhone or an Android. This works for both. And then build your app here, download iOS app, open up the email on your phone, and it'll give you instructions how to install it. And it's that straightforward. But I wouldn't recommend membership yet, unless you were going to start doing this professionally.
Martin, there's no limit to the free version, is there? No. No, the way sometimes it tells you have a month's free membership, or no, there's not.
No, there wasn't. I'll just go to, we see membership here. You see here, I cancelled mine, and will end in July the 12th.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do settings. Let me see. This is what they $25 a month or 21. I'd have to check that out. I can't remember. but I think it was more about memory.
Okay.
But the thing is, if you've got a class in a school, everybody logs on with their own Gmail address, so it wouldn't cost the school anything to run something using this. And we talked before about what's the percentage of Apple devices as opposed to Android, do you know, in schools?
Don't,
Apple.
majority are Apple, I would assume. Yeah.
Well, with this here, you can do both. And there's tons of sample YouTube videos for various things. And by the way, I had a YouTube video here. And this is just give you a quick introduction to this video. We'll tell you a bit about this guy who wanted to create an app similar to one that he found online. And he used Unsplash, he used Icons 8, he used Canva.com. So I'll just start off with, can you?
Can't really hear the.
Can you hear the audio? No?
Not really.
Not really, no.
Right, okay. I'll tell you. So this is the app here that he found online, and he wanted to replicate it in Thunkable. So he got the pictures from Unsplash, and it takes you through the whole process of how you can create this app here. And I'll just go to the end. You'll see here that he's got the app being built inside Thunkable. And at the end, he displays both, where the original one was the one on the left, and the one that he created using Thunkable is on the right. And as you can see, it's even a little bit clearer. But what I was thinking is, if you decided to want your app to look something like that, there, all the instructions are in this video to take you to that point. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Did people get a chance to look at the one that Martin shared that someone in Malin had designed? Did you see that? Did you get a chance to look at it?
Yeah.
It's good, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
And I think she used some you can download an app that will record your phone screen. That's how she did that video, I think. It was very, very, I couldn't believe it. That was after
2 weeks.
Yeah, but she only had 1 week.
2 hours maybe.
1 hour, I think. But it just shows you what's possible. So I have a list of things that I wanted to cover today. So the icon was the first. A nice background. You can do that on the main screen. The portrait part, uploading to Google Play. You need to get Thunkable Live app on your phone, and that Thunkable video. Now, I'll just go back to our app a sec. Would it be possible to see some of these apps at some stage if down the line, if anybody, it'd be great to see some of them in action.
The fruits of the labour.
Now, but just in case people are wondering, when I click on get your location and it takes you to Google Maps, that happens because I added in this thing called an activity starter. And if you're ever looking for it, it's down here in connectivity. So I dragged 3 of those in. You'll see the maps one, I renamed it, and the web activity one. So if you're doing, and by the way, one thing is when you have your app, sorry, excuse me. When you drag in the maps or the activity starter for maps, it requires you to enter certain text in here. And you all have it on the one that I sent to you. So you might just want to make a note, say copy the this is the one that goes in the top box. There's no need to worry about or understand what they actually mean. They just need to be there. This is for the second box, and I'll just do this because you'll see it on the video and this one is, oops, third. I know that's only 28 minutes, but really that's all I can think of now, because the rest is just going through editing this here, and there's a lot of YouTube videos. The Thunkable one is probably the one that you'll probably need to go to for schools if everybody's got iPhones. But the good thing about Thunkable is it does both.
Okay, any questions, I suppose, at this point for people? Have you tried out some of the stuff, or have you got blocks in the middle of doing it, or?
Do we need to put an app together on Thunkable now, like design
Yeah,
one?
you go to, depending on whether you're Apple or Android, you go to the store, type in Thunkable Live, and you'll see it. It looks like this. Can you see that little image there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or this, and you just download that onto your phone.
Okay.
And then when you start developing your app, say for example, you're in the middle of your app here. If you're in the middle of your app here and you go up, you open up the app on your phone, you go up to live test and click it. And then it's connected on your phone and you can see what you're doing, and it changes as you go along. It's exactly the same as, you know, the AI companion in App Inventor. Maybe if you 5 minutes now, you could just go to Thunkable and log in with your Google account and see and download the app. So you go to the whatever app store, Google or iOS, you download Thunkable Live. You go to thunkable.com on the internet. You just enter with your Google Gmail account and password and see if you can link them.
Okay.
So Denise, we had originally planned to do 3 of these, didn't we? And then if anybody needs any more after that, it's no problem. Or if anybody has any issues.
What I would suggest is that if people do get a chance to do their app, to maybe email it or link with Martin, and he'll give you some feedback. Or if you have any blocks about
And what about are some of
You
the
know, I mean,
skills?
Hannah get a chance to have a conversation with Martin. Is that right, Martin?
Oh yeah, and it's maybe some of them will actually appear on the Play stores. Wouldn't that be great?
And if you do end up uploading or publishing your app, will you just send me an email and I'll share it so that others can at least have a look at it and download it and see it for you? We'd be happy to share that out. And we could share it on our Facebook page or anything as well if you wanted to get the word out there to show your example. Or if you're keeping it just for first years, if it's first year app, that's fine as well. But even just let us know that you got through it, and if you have something at the end, even to share with each other. It's nice to know what the outcome is from these sessions. And if not,
Or
that's
if you want to do another session in a couple of weeks or whatever, just and if it doesn't matter to me, Denise. So
yeah.
It's just that
has our app done there or has a version. We've been kind of all working individually from home. We haven't been in school.
Yeah.
He is willing to share the version that he's done for the school now if you want.
Oh, great. Can you share it on the screen there, for Martin? If you stop sharing and maybe, is he here?
How do you share it?
Yeah.
If you go down to the bottom and share screen, it's a green button.
I have, you see, I have it on my laptop and then this is on iPad.
Okay, right. How do you do that, Martin? Or Geraldine? Sorry, as you'll see, I'm the non-techie person.
Could you send me the AIA file?
Yeah,
if you send it to me now, I can pull it up on the screen here and
That'd be
hold on a
great.
sec. Maybe if you hold your tablet or phone up beside the webcam or the camera on your laptop, that might be the best bet.
Okay. Okay.
Start video there.
So, like sort of like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Great.
not completely finished yet. It just needs a few things added on.
Looks good.
Yeah, good stuff. And if
And can you swipe or go right there?
Yeah. I'll try. To like blocks or
whatever works.
Is it on your phone at the moment?
no? It's on a laptop.
Right. Okay. Let's see. What's the best?
The test live thing, is that? Sorry.
Can you send it the .aia to me now, and I'll put it on my phone. So if I go,
All right. Yeah.
if you go, my projects, export selected project .aia to my computer. That'll put it in your download folder. Then if you email it to me, my email address is just martin.bradley@lyit.ie.
Wait, sorry. When I have it in my folder, how do I get from there?
Right. So can you open up our Gmail on your computer and just you email, attach that file and send it to me? I'm just going to share my screen a second, Denise, just to show you the icon thing on the phone. Right. I don't know if you can see it, but I put the Skullwara logo in for the icon. Can you see it on my phone?
It's just showing the zoom at the moment. You might need to click across there.
Oh, sorry. Can you see it there?
There's a bit of a glare. Just tilt it a bit maybe and we can see it.
Actually, pull these curtains. Maybe that's it.
Okay. Oh yeah, so
this one here.
yeah.
So I just put the Skullwara logo on it, and when I click on that, that's
Spinnings.
yeah. So that's no, this is the one I had from last week, but it's just to show you the logo. So I don't know if you can see this
When the
here.
app downloads, it's like the logo of the school. Is that it?
Yeah, when you download the app,
Whatever. Yeah.
let me just for example, you see there the CNN app.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, this is the Skullwara one. I just put the Skullwara logo inside it.
Martin.
Yeah.
What's your email again?
It's martin.bradley@lyit.ie.
Okay.
So you click on the Skullwara, now you've got this, and actually I have this all messed up. It's now Moville Community College, and this is their website.
Okay.
So did you send the email, Finnan?
Yeah, I just sent it there now.
Any other questions, folks, for people while we're getting that?
martin.bradley@lyit.ie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, got it here. Just bear with me a sec now as I download this and $15.39. Oh dear, hold on a sec. I might have. I think I have to they don't allow spaces. It seems to be giving me bother here. I'm just trying to change his name to hello. Yeah, okay. So if I go choose file, hello. Okay. Okay, here it is. So I'll just
Great.
put it up on my phone here. So I'll just do it on the screen here for a second first. So you've got the school, it's the school logo. Screen 2.
I need to get them developed. I wasn't sure what to put on them. Like
Yeah.
a message or.
Oh, no problem. It's just we see. So I'll put on my screen
Could be a
again.
message from the principal or.
Yeah, video.
Maybe
The year head, maybe, or
I could take it out of like the school journal or something. Or
yeah, phone numbers of relevant departments or what inside. So, can you see the phone?
yeah.
Yeah, so I click on the first one, and it's come up with Moville Community College. Good stuff. Visit the school website, and when you're on the school website, you can go up and down. Excellent. And the school promotional video. Do you have anything in there at the moment?
Well, I just attached like YouTube videos from the school. I didn't see any promotional videos, just a pile of videos from YouTube.
Oh yeah, good. Yeah, I can see them all there.
great.
Good stuff. So, what you could put in the let me see, the second page. What we're thinking is, if there was a message, somebody recorded a message of the principal or year head or whatever, and put it on YouTube, a link to that. And really, I have a school tour on YouTube, but if there was a video of somebody walking through the corridors, maybe another image of Moville. It just depends what you and here was the detail numbers, phone numbers, and basically all that there is just typing in
Text.
values, yeah, and another image. Oh, it works well.
Okay.
So you can leave it at one screen. You can use three.
Yeah.
But if you, I don't know, it might be difficult to get a message from the principal this time of year, will it?
I actually have a video clip from the yearhead that we had sent out via text, but I don't know, I'm not techy enough to know how to, what format it needs to be in. Do you know what I mean? It's in a movie format. It was recorded, I think, on an iPhone. And I can't remember.
Do you want me to put it as, let me see. The best thing for it was to be put on YouTube. Does the college have a YouTube?
Looks like it does, Finnan, does it? You have a few videos up there, have you?
Yeah.
There's access to it, and I don't have access to it at the minute.
Yeah, there's probably some administrator in the school that does it.
I just sent it out. I have it on my Google Drive, and I sent it out the link just to parents when I was sending it about a month ago.
Yeah. No, I think whoever runs the account for the school would have to put it up.
That's very easily done. I mean, Dennis in our place does that for us, and it's only a matter of it being rendered and going up on the school's YouTube site, and then you can have the link there and copy it into your app. Sue then, or Finnan can copy it into the app.
Yeah, is
that the year head?
No. The actual channel is called Moville CC. So
I see that, yeah.
So whoever runs that,
yeah, no, that's grand. I know who runs
could
it.
Upload it. That's perfect.
They could upload it, and then Finnan would easily just grab the web address of it.
Yeah.
And you could put it up. What, YouTube videos of the school or something, call the link.
Great.
And that all works. The maps, the website, the school promotional video. So, and you might be able to grab some. See, the thing is, the app that the Malin Head Community Association sent out last week, they only had one screen and it worked very well. So you don't necessarily have to have 3 or 4 or 2, whatever. It's up
Do you have it there to show people in case they didn't get to see it?
Nice
Nice images on it. And
yeah, we see it. I should.
Skullwara, I'm conscious if any questions from your point of view.
Downloads. When was it last? Oh, this is here. So this was the, go back to the start here again. And there's a lot of nice little sounds and everything. And she used some phone screen recorder app to do this.
It's a good idea to link in the Facebook page too on the website.
Yeah, I was just thinking that as well. Yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of people use Facebook, you know, in terms of students as well as teachers.
Yeah. And it's the same thing as going to a website. Yeah.
Because obviously for parents, it's good to have some information for parents too. You know that maybe haven't had young people in the school before.
So they link to a few different, one on tides as well, and I wasn't mad about the free gift.
Ali. Oh gosh.
I don't know if you can hear the sounds as well, but they played some nice. So you can't hear it, can you? The sounds?
Not really, no.
I'll just show you on App Inventor briefly how you can play sounds. Under Media, you will see sound. You can drag that into your app, and if you go out into blocks, we'll just say go to. I'll do it in screen one. So and go to Media, Sound. It appears down at the bottom here. And so, for example, when somebody clicks the Moville Community College location, if you wanted to play a sound, you would go to Blocks, and you could go. You see sound here. Call sound one play. So whenever that location button is clicked, it's going to play some sound. And if you go back to here, there are loads of little free sounds that you can download from the internet, and you can store them on your computer. And this is where you would select your sound file. So if it was a drum roll, for example, if you downloaded a drum roll sound, stored it on your machine, you would click on here, go to the location that you stored it, go OK, and then when anybody presses that button, you will hear the drum roll sound as well. And all those sounds are downloading free sounds. There's loads of websites, similar to Icons 8. There's websites that give you free sounds for your application.